Is it the right time for you to be buying or selling a home? Don't go it alone. Trust the team at dangemus.com.
I just wanted to say kudos. I thought it. A lot of people are thinking it. You said it.
This is the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Okay, welcome back to the show. Stephen and Joyce in studio with me today. A reminder, if you are looking to make a move, the Dan Gemus team is always here to help. You can reach out to us 7 days a week, 519-566-5565, 519-566-5565, or of course, find us online at dangemus.com, or we're all over social media. You can just search the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team, and we are there as well. And a big thank you, she mentioned from a couple weeks back, to all of you who came out and joined us for Country at Heart, our 8th annual charity event to raise funds for the Windsor Cancer Center. We're waiting for our last few invoices to come in. We should have a big total for you in the coming days and a week or two. So we're excited about that, and we raised some good money for
a good time.
For a great cause, right?
Yep.
It's always a fun time, and the food was delicious, and the music was great from Carson Janik.
Yeah.
So great job to him and his band.
Yep.
All in all, and it's
super good time.
My favorite part of that event is obviously our balloon pop, where everyone buys balloons for $20 for the organization, and in the balloon is either a piece of paper that says "Thanks for your donation," or half the balloons have prizes in them, door prizes. And my favorite part is always after the dinner, as we pop the balloons together, and half the room gets up to go pick up their prizes. It's pretty insane. And
it's fun to watch.
Watching people's reactions and their screaming excitement, and so I love that. And it was always a good time. So. And of course, a big thank you to Christie's Custom Cakes for the amazing dessert table. She always does such a great job with desserts, and it's delicious. Oh, my goodness.
We had so many people in the community donate prizes, door prizes, and the balloon prizes as well. So it was super appreciated.
No doubt.
And some great help from some volunteers in the community as well.
Oh, it's always huge. And of course, coming up next, our next big event that we put on is Amherstburg Rib Fest.
Yep, my feet are tired already.
Oh my goodness. Last year was our first year as the Dan Gemus team bringing that event back for the community. And holy moly, Joyce and I
did like 20 some odd thousand steps a day.
Oh, easy, 30,000 steps a day. I think because we set up on the Thursday, and the event was the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is the same thing this year, June 20, 21, 22. But Joyce and I were there from, 6 a.m.
Till 11 p.m.?
11 p.m. all 4 days. It was long days, but so worth it. And
it was great.
I'm excited this year.
Yeah, well, this year we weren't really sure because Joyce and I do the majority of the planning for the actual event, and the rest of the team kind of comes in and helps cover spots. Well, last year we didn't know what to expect, so Joyce and I had booked ourselves. We'll be there, all the time. Well, we were there literally all the time, and the rest of the team was kind of just strolling in for a few hours here and there. We learned a lesson. This year will be different.
This year we're
dragging everybody in.
No 1 hour shifts.
No 1 hour shifts this year.
No.
But it's always a great time. But make sure you put that on your calendar. Amherstburg Rib Fest coming back this year once again, same spot as last year, behind our office there and on Ramsey Street, and June 20, 21, 22. So the week after Father's Day this year. So it was Father's Day weekend last year, but this year is the weekend after Father's Day, June 20, 21, 22.
I mean, it was it's so much work. It's so much fun. The crowd was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Last year we had families, we had couples, we had everybody. It was just so fun, family friendly for sure. And the music was wonderful. And then people could stroll over to the park and just enjoy the waterfront.
100%. So, okay, listen, before we run out of time here, some things that instantly turn buyers off. So we've all been there. We've all shown houses where you walk into the front door and there's just something that instantly hits. And the buyers are like, no, you know what? Something is not right, and I don't like this house. So we've been there. So let's go through some of this list. This is one that hits me because I have a very sensitive nose, and it's bad smells. Mm-hmm. So whether it's cigarette smoke, pet odors, last night's fish dinner, whatever it is, scent is the first thing oftentimes that buyers will really notice when they walk into a property.
Dirty shoes at the front door.
Yep. So Bad smells, definitely
I agree on that.
first on the list for sure. Clutter everywhere on the list. So buyers want to envision their stuff in your home and not, go through your stuff. So make sure you remove as much as possible. And obviously, with our segments over the years, oftentimes our home stagers often recommend instantly that you remove and reduce the clutter in the property. Depersonalize. Right? So, moves on to our next topic, overly personalized decor. So bold paint colors, themed rooms, leopard print bathrooms, or sports shrine man caves. Well, buyers get distracted and can't picture making it their own space. So if you have, walls full of family photos, sometimes that can be distracting as well, and it deters people from envisioning themselves.
Yeah,
in the property.
That's our basement. It's a shrine to the Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah, you would turn off 90% of the population right there.
Yeah.
No, that's
Windsor-Essex.
It's pretty cool basement.
People would just walk right away. The heck with this. Sheesh.
Go Leafs.
Go Leafs, go. Anyways, back to the topic. Poor lighting next on the list. So dimly lit spaces feel cold, cramped, and depressing. So use brighter bulbs, open blinds, and add mirrors to reflect light.
Yep.
So just not too many mirrors. Don't go like the 70s and just put a wall full of mirrors.
Mirrors on the ceiling.
Mirrors on the ceiling. No, none of that. None of that. Signs of neglect or deferred maintenance. So if you're just joining us, talking about some things that instantly turn buyers off when viewing houses. So obviously, you neglect or deferred maintenance. So if you can tell the seller is just not cared about the house, that adds up, right? So peeling paint, cracked tiles, leaky faucets, or creaky doors make buyers wonder what else is wrong.
Yeah.
Right? So go around, make those small repairs.
Yeah.
Right?
Loose handles.
Yeah.
Just a small thing.
It adds up because just one thing is one thing, but if you keep going around the house.
And there's one thing in every room. Yeah.
Yeah, it adds up for sure. Okay, here's a controversial one. So outdated kitchens and bathrooms. Now, those are the two rooms that buyers will pay attention to the most because they're the most expensive renovations, right? But before you go out and do a $50,000 to $70,000 renovation in the kitchen, and you do a $30,000 bathroom renovation, which is not hard to do anymore, call us in to have a look to make sure you actually will get your money back from those renovations in that property that you have, because every property is unique and different. And we might come in there and say, you know what? No, let's just list
just
at
price
this price
accordingly. Yeah,
price accordingly, because maybe you'll knock off $10,000. And it'll make sense.
It might be outdated, but in excellent shape.
Yeah.
In which case, why? Right? It's,
no, for sure.
Just depends.
So it's unique. Give us a call, the Dan Gemus team, dangemus.com. All our information is there, and we'll come out and let you know if that's the best, best way to handle the sale of your property. Next on the list, pet damage or pet presence. So not everyone loves pets. So scratched floors, fur, or odors can be deal breakers. So remove pet items and arrange for Fido to be elsewhere during showings. So oftentimes, your pets might still be on site. We might get a message from the agent saying, go ahead and show, but the cats will run out the door, which I have had happen before.
Oh, yes.
A pet has left the door.
Yeah.
So at least put them in a cage or in a crate and, make them aware that, there's a pet inside the house. But as well, if your pet if you have a dog and they'll just bark nonstop during the showing, get them out of the house. Because that will just deter buyers.
Oh,
They'll want to rush out of the house. Because they'll be annoyed. Right? Dirty windows or surfaces. So clean homes feel cared for and spacious. So hire professional cleaners if needed, right? But make sure you do a deep clean before you put the house up for sale. Because buyers will notice if there's dust everywhere, if there's peeling paint on the windowsills, et cetera, et cetera. Not good. Last on the list. Awkward layouts or over-furnished rooms. So nothing like an awkward layout or a couch or a living room that has 14 couches and no room to walk and stuff, knickknacks everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Knickknacks
Knickknack
are my
paddywhack.
nemesis.
I know. I'm not a big knickknack fan either. I know. But some people love their knickknacks.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's just a personal preference.
I know.
For
Me too. Me too. Okay, there you go. That's our list. So we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with our good friend Mandy Taggart from The Organizer with her tips all about, how ironic, minimalism. So we'll talk about that with Mandy Taggart after the break. We'll also have our listener question segment later on in the show as well. So lots more to come right here with Stephen and Joyce on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.